Hi, everyone. This is Mrs. Dolores Urbieta, and I am your 182 instructor for this semester. So, I'd like to give you a little overview of Canvas and just an introduction to this class and how it looks to get you a little comfortable for the semester. All right, first of all, I am in Canvas right now, and you're off to a great start if you're watching this video. That means that you are actually accomplishing step one right here. Okay, so once you get into the class, this is your home page right away. So since you're watching this video, you are going to be ready now to go on to step two after you watch this. So step two, using email, all that's going to do is going to give you a little overview of using email in Canvas and this little inbox tab that's over to the left side of your screen. After you finish that video, you're going to go on to step three. How do I register for my math lab? Now, I did not create this video, but someone else did, and they did a pretty good job on how students register. And this is going to be a very crucial step for you this semester. This is the program or the access that you will need to complete all of the online homework this semester. So as you watch the video, maybe you want to go ahead and open this handout. They go together, step three and step four, really. And those are step-by-step instructions on how to register. Now, you can register with, at the very least, temporary access. And that will be fine. That'll get you through about a week or two, the first weeks of class. And if you decide to either purchase that access code online or in the bookstore, you have several options, but let's go ahead and talk about that in class a little bit because there are different pricing options. All right, and then after you get that done, then you can open step five and get this orientation questions homework completed. Those are only about maybe 4 or 5 questions. Not very many, not very math oriented, just getting you accustomed to my math lab and how things work and how you submit answers. All right, and then after that, then you'll be able to go on to the last step where you can go on to week one. And week one will unlock for you once you get all of those start here activities done. Now notice that you can close these folders. If you look on the left of the title, you see this little pointing arrow that's this little arrow that points down. If I click on that, it'll close the folder for you, and you can do that. And then you'll be able to go on to week one. Now, every week, we will cover a certain topic. So for instance, week one, we will cover section 5.1, angles and radian measure. Now, for every topic during the week, you will have optional PowerPoints and videos. Those are all optional, and they're just to help you with the material if you need a little bit more. Usually when I teach trigonometry, about half of the students have already finished trigonometry sometime at some point in their lives, and they're just reviewing trig. But then the other half of the class have never seen trigonometry before in their lives. So that's a very wide range that I have in the class, but it kind of helps everybody come on board together and get up to the same level. So as you look at the format, these are all the PowerPoints and videos are optional. But at the top of the week, I will have online homework, which is required. And I'll just kind of scroll down a little bit so you can see how the rest of the weeks look. You'll see that they all look very similar, where you have online homework. Here we have week two. That is required, and all of the PowerPoints and videos to follow are optional. So you just kind of watch those as you think you need them. At the college level, I pretty much am going to expect you to just go to those resources when you need them, because you will know best of all when you need additional help where you're just really struggling the material perhaps. Now let's go to the right here. And if you look at my cursor, I'm over to the top right of your screen for the course calendar. And let's look at what Canvas has for you here. There is a to-do list, which some students like, and you can see everything is in order by date. When you have certain assignments due, you'll see that coming up. And some students like this list format. And other students also prefer this course calendar, the View Course Calendar button. So let's click on that for a minute and let me show you what that looks like. And that leads us to the month view here. I really like this because it just kind of shows me everything on one screen of what we have due. And so you can see for August, you already have several assignments. We're going to meet together on August 20th right here. That's your first day of class. But then over here on the 22nd, you'll see that you do have an online homework due there. You have one on Saturday, the 24th. I won't have too many Saturday due dates. I'm not crazy about Saturday morning homework either, as I'm sure you're not. But these are just this first homework here, or the second homework for the 24th, is a review of angles. And so those are things that you really need to be familiar with before you even dive into trigonometry. And then, of course, you have the 27th, another due date for an assignment there. Now let's look at what you can do in this calendar view. What I really like about it is that I'm on August 22nd here. So if I hover and I click on that, you can actually go straight to your assignment by just going to the link, clicking on that, and it'll send you straight to the homework. Once you have My Math Lab access, you will be able to open all of those assignments just fine. Now, I like this view because we've got the month of August. And if you look at the top left of the screen, I'm going to click forward a little bit. So if I click on that right arrow, I'm going to look ahead at September. Now at September, you can start seeing these things that you have due. You have a quiz on September 4th. You have a grade check homework due on September 11th. You have you have your first exam on September 25th. And so those major assignments, those are already on the calendar for you. I've already got those set. So as I cruise through October and November and even December, we've got everything here for you. And I think that final exam date is incorrect. That should actually be on the 9th. So I'm going to get that fixed before you ever come. But your final exam is going to be right here on December. Let's see, I think yours will probably be December 10th. But double check, this will be updated, and I think yours will be either Tuesday or Thursday the 12th. But I will be sure to get that calendar updated for you, okay? Because you are definitely going to be on a Tuesday or a Thursday. All right, so now I'm going to go to the top. You can just on your browser skip back to the previous screen. And let's go back on the browser and you get back to your home page. And this gives you a good overview of what you've got available to you. Now let's look over to the left. At any time, you will be able to check your grades. And the syllabus will be there as well. But this, I think, gives you a pretty good overview of My Math Lab and some of the cool things that we've got waiting for you. But I'm looking forward to meeting you really soon if I haven't already. I love teaching trigonometry. It's a really great class, and I love teaching. It's one of the best jobs I've ever had in my life. But I'm really looking forward to the semester and getting to know all of you a little bit better. So if you have any questions at all, make sure that you email me through Canvas or stop by my office. We'll talk a lot about that as well. And make sure you dive in. And again, so you want to start and complete all of the activities in the Start Here module, and then that'll get you off to a great start. All right, take care, and I will see you soon.